Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, how
Good.
are
How
you?
you doing?
Doing great. So to start, Beau, I love when the Bridges boys get into music. It's kind of my favorite genre of movies for some reason. For you, what was it like getting to dive into that and bring like the musical quality that like me and your and fans of the Bridges family know you guys all have?
Yeah, well, for me, music has always been something I really loved, but more of a hobby. I did do How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying
Mhm.
It set on Broadway about 10 years ago. That was pretty
I
scary.
saw you in that.
Oh, did you? I did that for 6 months, but to do it on film and to be performing with you know, really fantastic uh, musicians and singers, writers like Rob Mays, who's sitting here next to me, and Lee Brice, who's in the movie with us. That was kind of daunting at first, but they made me feel really relaxed, and I ended up really enjoying it.
Yeah, and Rob, music, I love movies that are about music, not music. I love musicals too, but movies that are specifically about music is a completely different thing. When you're heading into this and you're playing a character who's trying to kind of find his own, what for you is the fun of getting to explore that through music?
Well, it was a lot of fun because there's so many parallels to my own life. Um, you know, I'm chasing a career as a songwriter and as an artist myself. Uh, and you know, there's more struggles than wins, it feels a lot of times. And that's kind of this story. And there's a major setback that kind of precludes my character from, achieving his dream or becoming a songwriter. Um, but it's all about keeping the hope alive and chasing that dream, which I do every day.
Yeah, and you guys, the mentor mentee relationship that kind of buds between your two characters is so important. What did you guys do to kind of build that and bring it to life so that like we're fully on board with these two right from the get-go?
Well, first of all, the script written by Bill Wages and Phil Blurry was really excellent, and that just like Will Shakespeare said, the play's the thing, and those guys wrote down our words that we say and did a great job with it. And I have 5 children myself, and I've tried to do some mentoring with them along the way, but I've also learned a lot from them, and I think that's what happens with our characters. We come from different generations, but we teach each other a lot of important things about living a happy life in the end.
Yeah, and I think too, having country music be at the heart of this movie is very important because country music does have like it's storytelling more so than a lot of other genres. Rob, for you, was that as a songwriter, was that one of the draws of getting to do a movie like this? Because you are telling a story much like most country songs.
Absolutely. And I could talk about this for days on end, but I won't because we were pressed for time. But what's so crazy is that this movie came to be because I was taking a publishing meeting. I was meeting with Dallas Davidson's publishing company in hopes of them, finding some interest in me as a songwriter. Before we even talked about songwriting, they mentioned to me this film. So they put it on my radar. That's how the whole thing came to be for me. But it started with a song which led to me being in a movie with Beau that's about a song. So it all comes back to the song. I mean, it couldn't be more meta than that. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's
And
pretty special.
Dallas wrote the song, right? Yeah.
The great Dallas Davidson wrote the song. Lee
Mhm.
Brice just put out the single a few weeks
Mm.
ago. The song.
Yeah.
The song. Is there a specific song that is in this movie that you were just kind of floored that was part of it and got made for the movie?
Well, yeah, for me, yeah. I mean, in the beginning of the film, I play this showcase at this venue, and the song that I perform is called "Dirt in My Life," and I was just blown away by it. And so I had actually asked permission from Dallas and his team if I could cut that song down the road. And we shot this movie three years ago, so I cut this song many years ago. It's just coming out now on the 22nd of March. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't write it. It's Dallas Davidson. It's Tommy Cecil. And it's Chris Jansen. Chris Jansen put it on his last album, came out end of last year. But I put my spin on it, and that was just a song that blew my mind.
What about you, Bo? Do you have a favorite one from the movie?
Uh, well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good songs in it. I will share this with you that this movie was many, many years in the making. The script was written, what, 30 years ago or something like that?
Crazy.
And do you know who was supposed to play my role initially? Big,
Mm-mm.
big shoes to step into. Johnny Cash.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
when I heard that, I thought, oh my goodness. But anyway, I was happy to be a part of it. Oh, there's a lot of good music in this film. It's just filled with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I do love that country music lends us to like that vibe of like I'm looking at the poster behind you, and if you just instantly kind of know the entire vibe of this character. Did you guys like when you stepped into the costumes and became like those country music singers that helped you really craft the character that you were going to bring to life?
Not for me. I, I didn't want to put any, tricks or, utilize any acting tricks or whatever, probably don't even have any, but I just wanted to be as close to myself as possible and just bring the truth, as much as I could. And so for me, it was just a matter of, leaving my house, going to Georgia, and then shooting the movie every single day and just trying to embrace the truth as much as possible and really not departing from myself at all.
Yeah, Columbia, Georgia was really a fun spot to be located while we were making this film. A lot of great crew members coming out of there. I had a ball. My wife, Wendy, and I both did.
I love it. I can't wait for people to get to see it before I leave. I have to say, Beau, when I met you at How to Succeed, your brother and my dad looked identical to each other. So I said you were my pseudo uncle. And so I was like, when they offered me this interview, I was like, yeah, I'll talk to my pseudo uncle again.
Call me
Interview him.
Uncle Beau from now on.
I will. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.